days a year. Of course, we've got free picks every single sport, every single game, every single day at both of our websites. And of course, we also have, we go live every single day at this time, and as well as our podcast from the Doghouse, which is just basically this show all over again. So hopefully you guys are off to a great morning. We're off to a little bit of a late start. My air conditioner in my studio is broken, and I tell you, with the lighting and stuff in here, it gets hot in a hurry. So that's why I was kind of freaking out. It's kind of, it's going to have to deal with it. It's going to be a long day in the studio too, so not fun. Anyways, what is a lot of fun is winning, and I lost both the NBA and the NFL game last night. I don't know. It's the first time I took the Browns in about 10 years and paid the price for it. Not sure what the hell I was thinking, but they left the back door open, and the Bengals went walking right through it. I just let them walk right down the field, basically. Anyways, that's part of the game, and of course the Celtics, who I thought would stand up and be counted, they just folded like a tent. But, today is a new day, and of course we got college football coming this weekend, as well as a full card of NFL, where we tore it up last week. But anyways, of course, we got Brian Bittler, Chris Ruffalo, and Rod Zawacki with us this morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, everybody. How are you?
Got the order mixed up a little bit here. We got Rod next to me now on top today. We got Chris in the Rod cleanup batter spot, and Brian down where Chris normally is. Kind of good mix up just for the heck of it, because people say I skip over whatever. I don't care anymore, to be honest with you. But I do care about the show, and of course we're here every day. Today is also Friday, so that means at 3 o'clock Eastern time I'll be live with the Ask Mitch segment. So we will be doing that. Rod, what do you got going on in the premium area today? Can't hear you. Brian, what do you got going on in the premium area today?
I'll tell you what, I'm bound and determined to get on a hot streak come hell or high water. I lured my 3-day pass, which is $59.95. It gets you my top-rated college football plays on Saturday, everything from today, and Sunday all my NFL. The card looks awesome. Last year, #1 college football. I'm going to get back on track. Even though I'm winning in college football, I'm going to sweep the board Saturday.
Rod, how about you?
I got a 7-pack in there. I got 5 MLB games I like today, and I got the side and the total in tonight's NBA game.
Nice. How about you,
get them
Chris?
all in one package of Fill Your Pockets Friday.
Fill your pockets. How about you, Chris?
Yeah, for me, it's Friday frenzy. I got said the other day we don't. Some of us have a limit on how many games we pick. For me, I was trying to set that limit and self-edit yesterday, but I got 9 MLB picks for today, and as well as a bonus play in the NBA on the side today as well. All the website.
Nice. So we've got something just happened on the Skype. We have Jeter with us today, as well as Tony T will be here. So not sure why my Skype is bouncing like this. I don't know what that means, but whatever. We're just going to carry on. So I have a 3-pack out there. I have a bonus pick for those people that have 3-day or longer subscriptions as well. So 1 NBA, 2 MLB in my 3-pack, and then the 1 bonus pick. I haven't had a chance to look at any of the late lines this morning. Can't even tell you guys what's going on over here. But just to say the air conditioning not working is just a kicker. But I should just turn it off and flashing. Anyways, well, we got NBA tonight. We got the Lakers and the Nuggets. Both these teams were flat as a pancake when they came out for their series last time in Game 1. They both lost Game 1 badly. I don't know. Rod, what do you think about this one, the Nuggets and the Lakers? Last night I gave out the over in the video, but I'm kind of leaning towards the under, to be honest with you.
For me in this one, both these teams got a history of Game 1 coming out slow. But I got to give Denver credit. For me, I'm going to take Denver plus 4.5 in this first half, as I think the Lakers really come out slow in the first half. I think that line's too much. And what I see is 2 3-point first half. Give me Denver plus 4.5 in the first half.
How about you, Brian?
I think we're going to see the Lakers come out slow and sluggish from having that time off. I think the Nuggets are also going to be cold. Take the under for the game. I think it easily slides under the total.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm with Brian on this one. I think, I said for the Celtics game, I think you come on game one, then you make adjustments, and games usually go over. I think they're going to come out slow here, and I think the adjustments have already been made. I'll take the under.
Okay. Oh, man. I hope I make it here. If I pass out, someone call 911. Anyways, got the Pirates up against the Cardinals, game one of a doubleheader. Trevor Williams and Carlos Martinez in today's baseball action. You know what? Let's just go to Jeter and talk about today's NASCAR race. And that is not Jeter. That's Rod. This is Jeter. Hi, Jeff. Good morning. How are you?
Doing fine, Mitch, and good luck on the AC, man. We're doing good and excited for NASCAR racing this evening at Bristol.
And so what have you got going on with this race?
Yeah, so I've got a couple of picks over in the premium area. We've got a 5-pack for you guys tonight, including 3 MLB picks
Jeff,
for Friday.
Jeff, for the race. What's going on? What's going on in the race?
Oh, yeah.
You know, the shameless plug is great, but it's like, what is the race? Yeah. You know, it's first. Yeah. That'd be helpful.
So NASCAR Xfinity Series, Food City 300 over here at Bristol, 300 laps tonight, and a couple of heavy favorites up on top. Justin Allgaier plus 250. He'll start on the pole tonight, and I'll definitely look to see him grab the lead early and bring his teammate Noah Gragson along. But I do like Austin Cindric at plus 275. It's not my favorite play, but I think he won the Dover first Dover race there back a few weeks ago. Dover's pretty comparable to Bristol. I mean, as far as any track on the circuit can go. So as far as comparison, but don't mind Austin Cindric in the 22 car tonight. Take a peek. I like a little bit of Ross Chastain too at plus 900. Throw a little sprinkle in on him. I think he's finished top 5 here quite a bit over the last few weeks, and the team's just on got a lot of momentum behind him. So, but other than that, as far as the matchup goes, like Jeb Burton over Michael Lynette. Jeb Burton finished second at Richmond in the second race there last week, and that pretty good driver. He's been consistently in finishing top 10 here over the last few races, but it seems like the 8 car that Jeb Burton will be driving tonight has just been just a touch faster when he's been in it. So, that's one matchup I like tonight. So, but other than that, it's pretty cut and dry tonight as far as what we got going on for the Food City 300.
All right. So what do you have for sale at the premium area?
Yeah, so tonight I've got 2 premium picks for the Food City 300 tonight, plus 3 MLB picks. Got them all in one package for 5-pack in my Friday Food City 300 5-pack over at the website, and plus just a whole plethora of things coming up for this weekend as well. So.
All right. There you have it, Jeff. Thanks for joining us. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow for the big race.
Yep. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate it.
All right. That was Jeff Jeter. The guys are all back in town here. Boy. Let's see what we can do. All right. We got a doubleheader in Pittsburgh. We got 3 doubleheaders today. Trevor Williams and Carlos Martinez. This is, it is what it is, right? Got 46 games in for the Cardinals. The Pirates 49 games in, and the Cardinals just a few days ago I thought were pretty much a lock to make the postseason, but I don't know. This team looks like a dumpster fire, but Trevor Williams, he always seems to make everybody better on the other team. Rod, what do you think?
For me in this one, I'm going to take the over. I think we see a whole pile of runs here in this game. Give me the over.
How about you, Brian?
Everything screams over, but the line's going from 7 to 6.5. Give me the under here.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm on the over as well. And we can at least see 10 runs here.
Yeah, I think we see about 150 runs. We got the game 2, Chad Kuhl against, I don't know, who we have. Game 2, St. Louis, Pittsburgh. Ponce de Leon against Kuhl. There's no line on this game, but we can still pick who's going to win.
I've got it at 7 for the total and minus 170 for St. Louis.
That looks brilliant. What do you think here, Rod? Game 2.
I'll take a shot with the Pirates here in game 2. I'm not Ponce de Leon fan.
How about you, Brian?
I'll take a shot with the Pirates as well on the plus money.
Chris?
Yeah, I think we're going to go over here as well. Give me the over.
All right. I like the Pirates in this one. I think the Cardinals are just a mess. I don't understand it, you know? It's like, if you can't play when the games are meaningful and you're in a position to control your own destiny, then you don't deserve to be in the postseason. And that's really what's happened to this Cardinals team. And it's surprising that it's this Cardinals team that's done. When the Cincinnati Reds have passed you in the standings and you had a 6-game lead on them in the loss column a week ago, you don't deserve to be in the playoffs. You do not deserve.
The Cardinals have always been a team that has stepped up this time of year. This is the year they're not doing it for some reason.
Well, it's called poor pitching and no hitting. They'll usually get it. They'll usually do it. Meanwhile, they've left the door open here for the Cincinnati Reds, who are just a game under 500 now, while the Cardinals are 2 games under 500. The Reds have 3 games on the Cardinals in the win column now, and they have the Cards have 2 games on the Reds in the loss column. But I mean, a Pittsburgh sweep today, that's gone, and it's definitely in the possibility range. Got the Phillies and the Blue Jays game 1 in Buffalo. I mean, I just don't even know what to say here. I know Chris will have something to say. Rod, Zach Eflin and Robbie Ray going at it.
Give me the over here in Buffalo. I don't know why people are betting the under. I don't know. Anyways, give me the over. I think we're going to see a whole pile of runs. And I'll take a shot with the Jays, too, after getting their butt whooped by the Yankees. Maybe get a bounce back and get a win here.
Yeah, the Phillies are competing for that final playoff spot. The issues here in the National League are similar to what they are in the American League, where you have 2 of the divisions that have most of the power teams. So the Central is not that division in the National League. So you have a problem here with the Reds, the Phillies, the Cardinals, the Brewers, all in like a gridlock there, and they all have to play each other, while the Giants are sitting there kind of in the catbird seat. So it's like one of those teams, the Phillies are in the East, but so it's them competing with the Reds, the Cardinals, and the Brewers. The Mets just right behind them. So it's going to come right down to it, for the final playoff spot. There might even be a playoff to get into the playoff, like we've seen before in the past. Interesting format. Brian, Eflin, and Ray.
You got to go over in this one. The Phillies are garbage. They have no choke artists. Give me the over.
How about you, Chris? Phillies really miserable last night. I mean, they give up 3 in the first. They come back with 4. That's you got this back and forth thing going on, and then it goes to the 9th inning, and it's like they need about a 15-run lead in the 9th inning, and that might not even be safe. You know,
They're a bunch of losers.
they've never recovered from having Jonathan Papelbon as their closer. You know, they've never recovered from that. You know, from that phase.
Yeah, even for a 7-inning game and a doubleheader, I don't know how this doesn't have like a London total to start. Give me the over. This should be at 12.5.
Like a hockey total.
You got game 2, Jones against Stripling. No line on this one either. But this is one of those weird ones where Philly's the home team, even though they're not the. You know, I don't even know where is this game. You know,
It's in Buffalo.
so it's in Buffalo, but Philly's the home team for game
At
2.
least I think it is.
These are the COVID games.
Yeah, it's in Buffalo. I don't think they're flying to Philadelphia from Buffalo and
Both
playing
these
game
teams,
2.
49 games in, so kind of, you know, they're into the season at this point. Got like
I'll take the over again. The over set at 6.5. I see.
How about you? Brian?
I don't think you can go wrong taking the over in both of the games this series. Maybe parlay in it.
So I had it backwards. It's actually in Philadelphia.
Okay, so maybe that's why the totals are what. Brian, getting a little chilly there in Philly, or it's what's going on with the weather?
Chilly about mid-60s. I think it's comfortable.
That's the heart of winter for us.
I think that both games go over no matter where it's at with the pitchers involved.
Yeah, I'm on the over as well in game 2. So I'm going to parlay those up over for the first 2 doubleheaders.
Consensus, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the Phillies in this one.
We don't know who's starting now.
Jones, I can't stand Stripling. Can't stand him. He's an embarrassment to the sport. We've got the Washington Nationals, the defending World Series champions, up against the Miami Marlins. I think here's where our consensus is coming in. We got Sixto Sanchez on the mound against Eric Fetty. I don't know.
Oh, well, that's easy. Then.
Anyone in this circle willing to go against Sixto? Oh, I guess Jones has been scratched in that Philadelphia game.
What's the line for Sixto in Miami? I don't see a line yet.
It doesn't matter. It's still Sixto and the Marlins against Betty and the Nationals. It doesn't affect a winner or a loser. No?
No, but if it's a minus 170 or 165, I don't know. I like the Marlins, definitely, but it depends how much juice there is.
I mean, it's basically who's going to win, right? It's like you have to handicap the game first. No? I don't know, man.
To me, it all depends what the money line is.
Well, that to me, that affects if I'm going to bet it or not.
Yeah,
it doesn't affect
definitely.
who's going to win the game.
True.
You know. And it will affect, like, if there's value, if I have it even and there's huge value on one side, well, then it will affect it there. But it's like, I mean, you have a guy who has the potential, you know, going to give up 1 or 2 runs against a guy that gives up 100. You know, I mean, that's what you have here. So it's like, you know, that's how I land on the Marlins. For me,
I think we all agree with Marlins.
Well, Chris hasn't said anything.
No, and I'm on the Marlins. I thought it was an unspoken code.
I'll speak for you, Chris. I still can't get past the fry-later that you got in your kitchen. It's almost, I'd be surprised if he didn't have the fry-later. It's like,
it's the one with 2 baskets.
Yes, the double basket fry-later, the full industrial size.
Deluxe.
Like,
you know, the one with the oil pump that you just press the button and the oil automatically goes into the pan. Yeah.
It's like, hey, Chris, can you come, you want to come on over and watch the game? I'm changing the oil in the fry-later today.
It's a 2-hour process. Gotta let it sit.
It's got to be done just so.
I'll have to teach her some quick moves because I can clean a fryer in like 10 minutes. 30 years experience.
But it's not a fryer-later.
This is big industrial restaurant-style fryers. Way bigger than a fryer-later. Like big fish fryer. That's huge, man. 10 minutes.
But the fry later, you got to get into the little corners of it. It's not easy. That's why it's got to get a little pipe cleaner from the craft store.
I hate the smell of old oil.
No, you just have to know the tricks how to get the old oil off without having to squish things in the corner.
Tony's sitting in the green room. He's probably looking like, what the hell are these guys talking about?
Speaking of oil.
This is the rabbit hole we go down every day.
Speaking of the stench of expired grease. Who do we got in the second Marlins Nationals game going? It's like 10 games left to go in the season and a doubleheader in the Marlins and Nationals game. Marlins actually are a playoff team this year. So let's see who they got.
I got McGreal again. McGreal
and McCann. Two mix pitching tonight. McCann, McGrill.
McGreal is the guy from 1940, I think.
Yeah. So we don't know. We'll have to.
So we don't know. Yeah.
I'll still take Miami.
I like McGreal. Yeah, I like McGreal.
Down with TBD.
Yeah, you know me.
I like Jay McGreal. Come on, go McGreal.
Where is Tony? Is he there?
Is he there?
Yeah, Tony's there.
I am here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. I'll bring Tony in a second, and we'll do a couple more games, and then I'll bring Tony in, and then we'll come back and finish. And I digress. It's like I'm already in tears. It's like we got the Reds and the White Sox. This line's been all over the place, and I don't know. Stever against Antone. I mean, the Reds really a ton to play for here, and the White Sox have wrapped up the a playoff spot.
But for me in this one, the White Sox aren't happy with just wrapping up a playoff spot. The White Sox have come out and said, that's not, yes, we made the playoffs, but now our next goal, we want better than that. We want a better playoff spot than this. Give me the White Sox.
What does the better playoff spot do for you? This is what I'm trying to figure out. When you're in a bubble situation, what's the better playoff spot? What, that you get a bat second? Yeah, but if you knock 15 runs ahead of them, who cares who's up second? You know,
you don't have to play these early play-in games where you're.
I think you do.
Yeah, I think it's still like a best of three qualifying.
I think you still do.
Oh, I think you just get to play it at your home park.
Wait a minute, 10 teams from each side. So wait a minute, maybe there's not.
Right.
Maybe Tony understands these playoffs. You know what? Let's bring Tony in. We'll just do. You know what? I was gonna bring Tony in by himself, but I think what I'll do is I'll just make like a whole big happy family here. I'll create a new scene on the fly here. We're just so professional on this show.
Start with a fivesome.
Yeah, we'll go with 5. We're going 5. There's Tony.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, it's the two division winner, second place teams with 3 divisions. That's 6, and then plus the 2 wild cards. That's 8 on each side, and it is what they used to call in the NBA the mini series.
So there's 2 wild cards that play in the 9 and 10. The at-large teams play in. Is what you're saying? Is it a one game?
They seed them 1 through 8. So the let's say the Dodgers are the 1 seed, they'll play the 8 seed, the last qualifying team, last wild card team.
It's 8 because it's the 3 division winners plus 2. So there's not a big advantage here.
No, not a big advantage at all. I mean, you really want to be that. Well, actually, if you're the 4th seed, then you could get that home field in that first round, that mini series. So that may be some motivation if you kind of dig deeper and see who the best second place team is. There may be some motivation there to be the best second place team, be the 4th seed.
I guess there's motivation if you could potentially play Ross Stripling, Robbie Ray, and company in the first round. I mean, these guys. The Blue Jays went out and acquired about 60 to 70 runs worth of ERA that they amounted just in the last 3 games. I'm not really
it
sure.
It sounded better at the time.
That's where next week baseball is going to be really interesting because, in this new age, if you get the analytics people trying to analyze playoff positioning, you can have some teams looking to tank to get a better in their eyes, a better opponent. So next week's going to be pretty interesting handicap in Major League Baseball.
So anyways, those of you that are just joining us or that don't know, Tony T is with us. He just joined. I just threw him kind of into the mix here after our detailed fry later discussion, I would call it. It's like, I learned a couple things. You learn something new every day, and I just learned a few things. But, one of them wasn't that Ruffalo has a fry later because, it's almost expected. And it's like, is that, so Tony hosts the 6 o'clock show that we have, and it's a different format than what we do, and it's a different style. It's a lot more organized and professional than our show. I know a lot of people think that my show or our show, I ramble too much and we talk about stuff. Just get to the picks. If you're just get to the picks, Tony's show, they kind of get to the picks. Everybody kind of has a set thing. They know what they're going to talk about, and stuff like that. And, Chris's grandmother's 80th birthday and the spread, probably isn't usually part of that discussion, but
it is. Yeah. It's a quick pace show. We got a lot of picks to get in, a lot of guests. We'll have, it's a full time on Fridays. It's always a full slate of guests, 8 guests. So that means 8 picks. Then we have picks in between the picks. So we'll get double-digit picks, sometimes 10 to 16 picks, and we keep it moving, Mitch, because we like to get to the top of the hour when most of the action starts.
The thing that I, when I came up with the concept of the late show, it was that we do this pick show. We do pick write-ups at the site. Those happen the night before the game. I do the videos. Those are the night before the game. We do this show, which is the morning of the games. And, with 2 hockey guys that are regulars on the show, goalie changes. It's like, we don't know who the goalie's going to be. We don't know this. But at 6 o'clock, we know who the goalie's going to be. We know who's not playing. We know could be big line moves. So it's a chance to get an updated look at a lot of these things that are going on, in a lot of the games that we're betting. And it gives you a chance to either hedge out or to pound the bets or, whatever. And some days nothing happens, right? Some days it's exactly how it reads. But, today we got, we got a few TBDs out there. And, you know me. Down with TBD on this show. It's like, you get me the right pitching matchup, we'll go with TBD all day long, on this show. It's like, Brian, he's afraid to take Sixto Sanchez because he's worried that 90% of the public's going to be with him. But it's like, at a certain point, it's like, we have the Dana Lane argument, with them. At a certain point, you got to take the team that you think is going to win, that you handicap to win the game and ignore the line movement, and it's like, then you can start to we have a different strategy. Brian looks at that first. I look at the game, so it's like everyone's like, you always disagree with Bitler, and Bitler hates you. You hate Bitler. It's like, that's not, that's not the case at all. It's not even remotely the case. We just have a different style, and it turns out that our styles clash. And it's like, it doesn't mean we don't land on the same pick. It just means that our styles clash because we're coming at the two opposite sides of the spectrum. I'm a game watcher. I watch the games. I see the matchups. I know the players. I understand the thing like that. Brian looks at the money action and the line movement first.
And we both landed on the Celtics last night. We see how that went. So
yeah, it happens.
Yeah, it happens.
We're
following on opposites tonight. I can almost guarantee it. It's just how it is.
Well, the thing is with the Celtics. Yesterday, I really never felt good about the pick, and I haven't taken the Cleveland Browns in 10 years, and I
thought it was a must win for Boston, though. Getting down 2-0 is just.
Yeah, I thought that game 1 that the Celtics had let the fish off the hook, and that this time that their players would stand up and, make the shots and make the passes. But what it was, a carbon copy of game 1. It was a carbon copy, except it was just 1 lead that they reeled in instead of 2. And that was it. They reeled them in twice in game 1. In this game, they just reeled them in 1. I mean, Boston's done. They're finished. They can't beat this team. They can't beat.
Yeah, I felt the only way for Boston to win is to take this to a 6th or 7th game, because then fatigue could be a factor for the Heat playing, their 6th game in 12 days, 7th game in 14 days. I thought Boston would have the benefit of have the edge if it goes deep. But if they can't get like you said, Miami is strong. They've only played 1 game over the minimum, and it shows on the court. They look really fast. They have really good leg strength, good energy. And again, I may be even looking again at Miami in game 3.
Yeah, I think so too. And like Brian said, tonight's game will be interesting. And I think when one thing that we noticed last week, and we've noticed throughout the years, is that when you get off these, when you get get these games on these days where there's a lot of other things happening, a lot of like college football, NFL football. People kind of lose sight of some of these. They get lost in the shuffle. They put the Sunday NBA game up against the 1 o'clock NFL games, right? It was like, it's kind of got lost in the shuffle, and it turned out to be, some of the easiest money on the board. And we see it with Major League Baseball too. You have a pick for us today?
I certainly do. I'm with you guys on this over in this Yankees Red Sox game. We know Judge rested yesterday. I expect him back in the lineup, but Martin Perez, this left-hander, is not in really good form. He's walked 8 batters in his past 2 starts. That's 10 innings. If you're walking batters, that means you're not confident with your stuff. You're kind of picking spots, and at some point you're going to have to go over the plate. And I think the Yankees are going to make him pay. And again, Jordan Montgomery's not been sharp on the road. ERA over 8, and it's tough to pitch in Fenway. And his whip is 2. I think both lineups can contribute to this total. I'm with you guys. I look for an over in this one, over 10.5.
Yeah, we love our bad pitchers here on this show. It's like we certainly we don't give nobody gets a break. Of the pitchers on this show. We call it what it is. We have our list.
And also too, this Boston bullpen ERA over 6 at Fenway Park. So you also got a bad bullpen here for Boston.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have the drive-through. Again, we'll have a lot of picks today at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We have Joe D'Amico will be in studio. Hopefully, we have Dana. We'll have plays from MLB, college football. I'm already seeing the picks come in, and we'll have some NFL coverage as well. Mitch, 6 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. It's the drive-through.
Who's on the show? Dana, you,
Dana.
Any of these guys on?
Yeah, we got Rod. Rod will be on the show, and we got Goran. We got a pick from Goran from. He's going to give us some European soccer. So if you like the soccer plays, we'll have him on as well.
Nice. I'm excited to see it. I'm not just spokesman. I'm also a client. Anyways, we'll go back. Thanks for joining us, Tony. We'll see you all tonight at 6 o'clock. Of course, I'm going to do my Ask Mitch show today as well at 3 o'clock Eastern time. And I'm going to include the computer picks on that because I didn't have time to do them this morning. So, but anyways, we'll see you at 6, Tony. Thank you.
The guys at 6, and also we'll have Joe Duffy on. See you guys.
All right. Joe Duffy will be in the house.
See that, Tony.
Bring your pencils. Anyways, back to today's action. Michael Fulmer and Zach Plesac going at it in Detroit. Yeah. This is what the world has come to. The crazy thing is 2 months ago we would have killed for this. Rod, what do you think?
I know. It's crazy.
For me in this one here, I'm going to take the Indians. And the over. I think we're going to see some runs here.
Brian, the Indians are 2-8 in their last 10 games, minus 190 here at Detroit.
I'm going to take a shot at the Tigers, even with Fulmer pitching. $25 shot, nothing big here.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the over. Fulmer's been getting torched. He still doesn't look right after Tommy John. Plesac hasn't been he's probably the weak link in that Cleveland rotation so far this year, as far as I see it. So give me the over.
Yeah, I'm on the Tigers here. For me, it's a puncher's chance. We've got the Mets and the Braves. Steven Matz and Max Fried going at it here. Matz, he hasn't pitched in a while now, so who knows what we're going to see. And Max Fried, big prices on him all the time now. Not sure he fits that category. I'm on the Metropolitans here. How about you, Rod?
I'm the other way. I'll take the Braves here on the run line. I think Matz gets beat up here today.
Max Fried, last time out, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 4 strikeouts in 5 innings, 3 walks. Just time before that, 5 innings, 5 hits. This guy's a 5-inning guy, is what Max Fried is. It's a big price to pay for a 5-inning guy. Brian?
6-0, 1.98 ERA. I agree with Rod. Take the minus 1.5 in the Braves here.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Braves with the run line as well. Matt's 5 starts this season. The Mets are 0-5, and they've lost all those games by at least 2 runs. So I'll take the Braves on the run line.
You guys have no idea what you're talking about.
We need the laugh track.
Tony gave out the Yankees Red Sox game. You guys agree with Tony on this one? The over? Jordan Montgomery and Martin Perez.
Wholeheartedly.
Yep.
Rod?
100%.
We got an extended consensus.
Yeah.
Is that a quad or is that quad 4? What's the spot?
It's
Quinn.
double hands. It's double hands.
Yeah.
Double hands. It's simply double hands. We've got the Orioles against the Rays. Alex Cobb and Tyler Glasnow going at it. Glasnow super overrated ever since that win over Garrett Cole. I mean, is he a minus 213 guy? I just don't see it. How about you?
And this line opened at 9 and it went down to 8. Give me the over. Something's funky there. Give me the over. This is going to go way over. Yuck.
Brian's lacing up the skates over here. What do you got here in the?
I'm gonna. Orioles almost got it done for me yesterday. I'm gonna take another shot with them for $25. Give me the Orioles.
How about you, Chris?
I feel like I'm on a loop today. All I'm saying is over, but let's see this one going over as well.
I know, right?
I like the Orioles here. I think that's where the value is. Got Houston against Arizona. Zach Greinke and Zach Gallen, a pair of Zachs spelled differently. I said in my video the under 8 is the squarest play on the board, so I also added it to my parlay. I still think I don't know any other way to play this thing. I don't feel like laying minus 165 with Greinke. I don't like Gallen at 145, and I don't even like the total here. What do you think?
Give me the over 7.5 here. I think we see some runs.
How about you, Brian?
I'm gonna take a shot with Arizona. I think Zach Gallen's got a good game in him, left in him for the season. Give me the Arizona.
How about you, Chris?
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go Houston on the run line. I think Houston needs this win more. And, it's hard for me to see Arizona keeping this offensive pace up. I'll take Houston minus 1.5.
Got the Dodgers and the Rockies going at it. Well, undecided for the Dodgers. Anyone see a starting pitcher here?
A little TBD. I'll take me a little TBD on the run line here. The Rockies still can't hit a beach ball. Give me a little TBD on the run line.
How about you, Brian?
I'll take the TBD on the run line as well. I'll follow with Rod.
Yeah, me too. I don't trust Castellani at home for the Rockies, so give me a TBD run line.
Got the Brewers up against the Royals. The Royals still staying pretty hot, 7-3 in their last 10. The Brewers 5-5. Man, this is the Forrest Gumps, man. You never know what you're going to get. 12-14 at home this season. Rod?
For me here, I'll take a shot with Duffy. You give me the Royals here. Can't lay it with the Brewers. No thanks.
How about you, Brian?
Give me the Brewers minus 1.5 here. Line seems a little high with this pitcher on the mound here. But that's not going to scare me off. Give me the Brewers.
64% of the public on the Brewers. Chris, who do you got?
This scares me into the Royals. Potentially the Royals on the alternate run line. I don't like Adrian Hauser at all.
Me neither. He's a bum. Got the Cubs against the Twins. Kyle Hendricks pitching at Wrigley against Rich Hill. Twins, are the better team here, but it's Hendricks at home. The Twins only have 8 games left in the regular season. Does the season end next Sunday? Is that what's going on here? I'll have to take a look. But go ahead, Cubs and Twins. Rod?
I'm not a Rich. I don't like Hill at all. I'll take the Cubs here. I think the Cubs can get a win at home.
Yeah, the season ends next Sunday. The playoffs will begin on Tuesday, the 29th. There'll be no baseball on Monday. It'll be a quiet day around here. Got, how about you, Brian?
Give me the under here. I think both pitchers perform well.
All 4 innings that Hill pitches. Chris?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Cubs. I like Hendricks at home.
Wes Benjamin against Berea. Here for the Angels and the Rangers. Not Berea. Please, not Berea. Rod, you going to throw a little Berea at us? It will be Berea.
Minus 175 on Berea. Yikes. This is a horrible game. Yeah, actually, give me the under. I'm going to take the under 9. Call me crazy, but give me the under 9. Berea hasn't pitched too horribly his last couple games.
You can get Berea at minus 185 at some places if you really feel like spending a lot of money on Berea today. You could bet him at minus 170, or you could have him at minus 185. What do you think I am? Give me the minus 185. Brian?
I'll take the minus 1.5 in the Angels today. I think they put a whooping on those Rangers. We'll see.
When will we ever learn? Got Chris, what do you think?
I think I'm going to be sick. I'm going to take the Angels minus 1.5. I can't believe I'm saying that, but her Jet, the pitcher for the Rangers, his last 10 appearances have all been in Ranger losses. So yeah, maybe that's an omen.
But it's Berea, and so you think, right? Like just in common thought process, that the Angels are so much better than the Rangers, right? The Rangers are 18-32. The Angels are 21-30. They're 2 games better than them. If they win tonight, it's a virtual tie. It's like the Angels stink, man. They stink. It's like this is what you call like the line. This is the lines that I look at. You know, when you have a game and you're just like, oh my God, this game just stinks, right? And it's like you see 2-1 on your money on a team that's 1 game worse in the standings. That's how you make money right there. Rangers all
Well, it's
day.
tough because the Angels have the better pitcher and the much better lineup. I mean, they haven't performed well all year. That's why that line's so high.
I know. My book only pays on the final score. They don't pay on.
I mean, that Rangers starter, is he a bullpen guy?
The bullpen guy.
I mean, how are they going to play
I go to get paid out, and I say, I'd like to cash out my vanity winnings. They had a good lineup and a nicer pitching staff. It's like I'm here. It's like my vanity payout. We call that like in golf the vanity handicap. It's like I played with a guy. He's like, yeah, I'm a 5. It's like, okay, you know, it's like so he's giving me strokes. You know, it's like total vanity handicap. It's like, yeah, I lie about my golf scores for the chicks. I mean, I don't even understand it. It's like. You know, it's like
I do cheat a little bit on the golf course. Sometimes
why?
I kick my ball. Well, if the guy I'm playing with isn't looking, sometimes I'll kick my ball a little bit into the fairway.
Yeah, but it's like
I'll pick it up and I'll.
But in the USGA handicapping system,
I gotta admit that
you penalize yourself by doing that because then when you play against someone like me, I give you less strokes. Because you've cheated on your score, so your score is false, is artificially low. So when you play against me, now you get less strokes. It's in golf. It's in golf. What most people don't understand, it's better to cheat the other way. You know, sandbag.
Oh, yeah.
It's way better to cheat the other way and to say, no, I didn't shoot a 77 today. I shot 92. You know, it's way better, man. It's way better to do that. It's like, and then when you're playing for money, then, oh, yeah, you know, 16 pars, 2 birdies, you know. That's, you know, plus you're getting strokes. The guy who sets the handicaps at our club, he's a villain, right? I mean, people consider him a villain. He has the 6th hole rated as the number 1 hole from the white tees. I don't play the white tees, but people that play the whites. I play the whites like with certain groups of people that play the white tees. But I generally don't play the white tees. Play back, but he sets the handicap. So the 6th hole is set as the number 1 hole. There's only 2 holes on the entire course where I can hit a 9-iron or less on my second shot, and one is number 6. And it's like he has that as a thing because he's a 22 handicap, so he gets he gets 2 strokes, on that hole. So if he gets a birdie, it's a net ace on a par 4. And there's no way to ace this par 4. It's dogleg. So, you can't beat that. If he gets a par, it's net birdie. It's like, no, yeah, if he gets a par, it's net eagle. It's like, I can't beat that. He gets a par. It's like, and it's an easy hole. And he also organizes the skins game, So it's like, frustration. Bittler.
Yeah, if I ever play golf with Mitch, he'll be watching me out of the corner of his eye.
I won't be watching. I won't need to, man. I play it legit, man. Our course is hard as hell, man. It's like we go to the other courses, the people that belong to my course. You go to the other course, you tear it up. It's like.
But even if I was good, I'd let you win because you always got to let your boss beat you at golf.
There's no need.
I don't think there's no need to letting you win.
Yeah, in that case, there's no letting.
Letting you win. I see ass kicking coming all
day. I would definitely need about 25 strokes probably.
I don't think that would do it.
If you're talking about kicking your ball back out of the woods, yeah, we are in trouble already.
I honestly think at our course, if you're a ball kicker or whatever like that, I don't think 25 will do it. I honestly don't.
Well, maybe I'll take 40 if you want to give me 40.
Well, it depends. Like it depends what game we're playing. If we're just playing straight up, net score, that's one thing. But if we're playing like skins or something at our course, 25 probably wouldn't do it for you because it's not like a public municipal course where you're bouncing shots up to the green. It's like, yeah, you could bounce it up to the green. There's a lake there. You bounce it up all you want. There's a lake, and there's no fairway bunkers that you can hit like a wood out of or like a long iron. It's like you hit a fairway bunker on our course,
you're chipping it out.
You're chipping it out. It's like it's at least a half a stroke penalty. All right. Speaking of penalties, Kikuchi's pitching today against Paddock. I don't like Paddock as much as everybody else does. And the Padres have clinched a playoff spot, 8-2 in their last 10. The Mariners have wilted a little bit here down the stretch. They played the Giants. I mean, you don't want to play the Giants right now. What do you think, Chris? Paddock for you, or I know you like Kikuchi a lot.
Yeah, like a hole in the head, but I'll still take him with the Mariners. There's just a lot of value on the Mariners. With Paddock going, I don't think he should be favored this heavily. Give me the Mariners.
I like the Mariners, too. Paddock, I mean, he's been battered in some of his starts. Brian?
I'll lay the 1.5 with the Padres today. I think Paddock pitches 6 strong innings.
You're a fool. Rod?
Yeah, I agree with Brian. Give me the Padres on the run line here.
Oh, man. Just can't even believe we're on the same show. Anyways, got the Giants in the Athletics. Logan Webb up against Chris Bassett. Battle of the Bay Area here. Bassett minus 157. They seem to have the Giants number. Rod?
I'm going to take Oakland on the run line here. I think they beat the Giants soundly.
Brian?
I'm going to go with the under here. I think we see a really good game from Bassett.
How about you, Chris?
Yeah, I'm still a Logan Webb guy. I'll take a shot with the Giants here. Giants need this win more.
Yep, they needed a lot more, and they've been so hot. I mean, very, very, very hard to go against this team. Really competing for a playoff spot. They need it. They need these wins. They have 49 games in. The season ends next Sunday. I guess there's going to be a bunch of double headers. I guess some teams have double headers probably almost every day. What's going to have to happen here?
Who's it down to for the wild card spot in the National League?
Well, in the National League, there's a log jam there, in the standings. So it's, the Giants look to be in the best position there for the wild card. But after that, the Reds competing for second place in the Central. So they might have they're competing for second place in the Central. So then the next up would be the Phillies and Cardinals, And there's a half game separating those two, and then another game back to the Brewers, another half game back to the Mets, and another full game back to the Rockies, and that's pretty much that's. So there's 2 games separating the Phillies and the Rockies for the final playoff spot, with the Giants 1 more game ahead of the Phillies. So that's how tight it is. Super tight. It's going to come right. That's why I said we're probably going to have a play-in game. The American League, it's a little more clearly defined. As the Blue Jays and the Mariners. Well, wait a minute. Maybe it's not. It's clear defined. Because Tampa Bay, White Sox, Oakland, then Twins, Yankees for second, Indians.
Jays have a four game lead over the Mariners for like that last playoff spot,
I guess that's
believe.
what it is. And the Astros, even at 500, are still a lock for second place because the Angels are so bad. So I like the Giants here, but
I was gonna say 5th through 12th in the National League, with like from Miami all the way down to Colorado. It's only separated by 3.5 games.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's coming down to this week, and Sixto's pitching.
In the National League, yeah. National League.
Yeah, the National
Wide
League.
open. Who's coming to be in there at the end?
Sixto's pitching, but Brian doesn't think he's going to win. What's the line number that
I
Sixto
didn't say
loses
I didn't
at?
think he was going to win. I said that I don't know if I'd be betting the game that
No,
big.
I mean these are the free picks. We're just saying who we think is going to win.
I think the Marlins are going to win regardless. But
Well, even what if
I don't know
Sixto
if I'm
comes
gonna-
out at
how much
minus
I'm-
190? Do you still think he's going to win?
yeah, he's going to win, but I don't know if I'm going to be betting the game then.
Well, it's
because
like I'm not betting half these games. These are free picks.
I love Sixto and Hernandez, though. So I'm not off of Sixto.
You can badmouth just about anything else, but we're not going to tolerate badmouthing Sixto Sanchez on this show. It's not going to happen. He's our guy, and we're sticking with him. All right, that brings us to our parlay section of the show. Chris, you got
I said it earlier. I don't think I've wavered from it yet. I'm going to go over in both legs of the St. Louis-Pittsburgh doubleheader and over in both legs of Philadelphia-Toronto.
4-teamer. Rod?
For me, I'm going to go the Yankees game over, Baltimore over, and the Cubs money line.
Brian?
I'm going to give out a little bonus, too. But Marlins in both games and the Phillies over the total in both games. That's a 4-game parlay. And then a futures bet, the Cincinnati Reds to win the National League. I love their 3 best pitchers there. I think they're get 15 to 1 on your money. When I get off here, I'm gonna put $50 on it. I lost to the Islanders yesterday, but I like the Reds here as a future play.
To win the World Series? To go to the World Series?
National League. Win the National League.
To go to the World Series?
Yep.
The Reds.
Look at their 3 starters. I mean, in a short series, I don't know. I mean, they're tough to beat.
What if they have to
Dodgers
face
have
off
to go.
against Sixto Sanchez? Deep doo-doo. I don't know. I didn't pick the Dodgers in the National League this year, but
Well, I didn't say that. I'm just saying the Dodgers might be I guess they're the favorite, but Reds have good starting pitching.
When we did those shows way back in the COVID era, I think I took the Reds to come out of the National League too when we were doing that. So they're actually starting to play and look like the Reds team that they should have looked like at the beginning. Well, I thought they were going to look like at the beginning. But can they come all the way back? They've been playing hot lately.
I like the over in the Phillies Blue Jays game 1. I like the Detroit Tigers and the New York Mets. That's going to be my parlay, and I'll also throw in a kicker with the Texas Rangers. So, anyways, this is Mitch. Thanks for joining us. It's been another wonderful show without my air conditioner. I wonder how long it's going to take to get this fixed. I'm going to be in the studio all day long doing videos, and I'm going to pop in with you guys at 3 o'clock Eastern time for the Ask Mitch show. I didn't do Wednesday, but I am going to do today. And Wednesday, the reason why I didn't do Wednesday show, true story, I was doing videos with Ruffalo, college football videos for Sports Chat Place, and we totally forgot about it. We just totally spaced right through it. But today I'll be on at 3 p.m. Eastern time for the Ask Mitch show. So hopefully you guys have a chance to join in. You can ask me any questions you like, including if I like Bitler or not. And
I might go incognito and ask stupid questions just to mess with you.
people think that you're disgusted with me and that I hate you. That's the general consensus.
No, I don't think so.
That's what people say. That's what the comments say.
That was going to be my live show pick this morning.
What's that?
that you're disgusted with Brian, and then Brian hates you.
That Brian's disgusted with me because I talk over him and I'm condescending to him.
Well, I deserve it, man. I've been one of the worst handicappers in the last 2 weeks, but I really been beating myself up lately. I got to come back and have a good weekend. So I'm ready for college football on Saturday. I love the Sunday card in NFL. So we'll see.
I thought last Saturday's college football show was one of our best shows so far, and I tend to have another good one tomorrow with the guys. Except Jeter will be here, but outside of that, it should be a good show. Jeter, man, he really was going today, right? It's like he was like selling. It was like, what was that, man? It's like, Jeter.
Pedal to the metal.
Why are you here again? Why are you here again? I missed that.
You're down, Big Rig.
It's like, why are you here? What's going on? I got 5 major league games. Like, sounded like Bittler there with this game of the century.
I've had horrible luck with my huge bets lately.
Time to take down the titles and just call it Brian's Thursday
I like my titles, but there's been bad luck lately. So I'm on my 3rd pen in 3 days. So.
Can you put those pens into a box? And
I bought a 5th.
The money,
I give them to my mom. I give them to my mom. So
okay.
It's like your wife's dream, you know. It's like I throw out my lucky underwear every time I lose. It's like all your underwear has solid waistbands all of a sudden. It's like there's not even a waistband on these things anymore. It's like
so you were the one that got my lucky underwear. It's just a paper bag.
Like, what the hell happened?
This giant beard I was going to get rid of a couple of weeks ago too, but Dallas kept winning. I told myself, I switched my backdrop to green, and I said, if the Dallas Stars keep winning, I'm not shaving this beard until they win the cup. And look where they are.
The worst run I ever had was like 6 years ago. I grew the Movember mustache. I had the worst run I've ever had. Like the worst run. I couldn't hit NFL, college football, nothing. College basketball, nothing. The worst run I ever had. Movember 2013 or 2014. It was bad. It was like it was like you're supposed to shave the mustache at the end of the month. I made it to like the 27th. It was like, I'm good, man. It's like I've lost enough money. I think I'm good. Anyways, hope you guys have a winning day. Kind of a weird day, you know, just the one NBA and baseball. I think we're going to have some weird days coming up because we got, you know, kind of this time we're going to have in between before college basketball starts, right? So we're going to have some things and we'll figure it out. We'll just go through it together. Maybe we'll start Korean baseball again or a different Korean baseball or, you know, Rod can give his Bundesliga commentary. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Those of you that hit the like button, we love you. Those of you that didn't, well, I don't know why you didn't. But anyways, have a great day, everyone. I'll see you guys at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll see you tomorrow. And, of course, we'll try and act more professional tomorrow. Have a great day.